What's going on, everybody? You enjoying this very, very hot day? I know I did, other than wearing myself out. Thankfully, I'm in the car, nice air conditioning, I'm doing good now. But so I actually meant to make this video a couple weeks ago, but you know, I just been really busy with the show and driving to wherever I drove yesterday, and it's just been a mess. It's been very, very busy. But anyway, Big Sal's Feeder Farm. We sell feeders. Actually, last year I kind of added Big Sal's Feeder Farm and Reptile supplies, because we sell feeders, we sell supplies, and we sell reptiles. That's what we do. It hasn't happened many times, but it has happened enough that I should probably address this. We sell feeders, we sell reptiles, we sell supplies. Even though I love helping people and doing, going above and beyond to help people, there are certain things I just cannot do. Sometimes we'll get a message after we're closed, or phone calls when we're closed. We've had them at midnight, we've had them at 2 o'clock in the morning, where someone will text and, it's an emergency, I need you to get a hold of me, whatever. We don't even see those messages until the next day when we open. But there is no such thing as an emergency for someone contacting us. There's no such thing of, it's an emergency. If I don't get a rat in 20 minutes, my snake's gonna die. That's stuff that can wait until we're open. We are not veterinarians. We are not, one of those places that will house your animal if you, if you go on vacation, or if you get in a tight pinch. We can't help you find your snake if it's loose in the house. There's just certain things we don't do. And then wild animals. If you find a turtle on the side of the road, you have to call, I'm not even sure, you'd have to call, DNR. You might have to call an emergency vet if it's injured, or something like that. It's very important in this hobby to have friends that are also in the hobby. A lot of people I know like to go on vacation. You should have somebody in your family or a friend that can help you if you're going on vacation for a long enough time that somebody's going to need to take care of your animals for you. You got to have that person. You got to know who that person is. That's why it's so important, in my opinion, that's why it's so important to join these Facebook groups or these social media groups that are specifically about reptiles, or specifically about certain kinds of reptiles, like bearded dragon groups or ball python groups like that. Because it's really important to have friends that share this passion with you. Understandably, there are a lot of people that just do not like reptiles. And as an example, my family, I'm one of the only ones in my family. Matter of fact, I am the only one in my family that keeps reptiles. There are a few other people that like reptiles, but they do not have any of their own. If I had to go on vacation, or if I had an emergency or something, I had to go out of town, I would not call my family or my local pet store or my vet to ask if they're gonna, take care of my animals while I'm gone. I have friends that I can call. Not every one of them is gonna say yes, but I have multiple people that I can call that I'm very close to that could probably either take in my animals or take a stop to my house every day while I'm gone. We can't do that for you for many reasons. One, because we work so much. Me and my wife literally work 7 days a week. Even when the store's closed on Tuesday, we're working. We're getting, we're cleaning, we're cupping up bugs, We're, moving snakes around. There's a lot, unpacking inventory. And two, we have hundreds and hundreds of customers. A lot of them are local. I mean, we have over 200 local customers. I'm using old numbers. This is from over a year ago. Now that we got our new system in place almost 2 months ago, I'll be able to tell a little more closely about how many customers we actually do have locally. It might be closer to 300 or 400. Understandably, they all have reptiles. If every single one of them called, or if half of them called, or if 10% of them called, that's a lot of people that are going to want me to house their snake while they're on vacation, or feed their snake, or help in some kind of way that we just can't do it. There's just too many people, and there's too many different things that need done, or too many emergencies. It's always good to have people in your corner that you can trust, that you can contact for help. For example, if your snake has a prolapse, texting Big Sal's Feeder Farm would be like calling Walmart when your baby's sick. Walmart is where you go to buy food, not where you go to, see a doctor. Your kid needs to go see a pediatrician. You need to go see a doctor. Walmart's not going to help you. They might be able to sell you the medicine you need, but you first need to go see a doctor to find out what that medicine is. Big Sal's Feeder Farm we don't have the space to house any additional animals than what's already in the store or what's already in our house. We actually have a lot of our own personal pets. So much, in fact, that we have at least 3 of them in the store just for convenience and because our house is just packed. I mean, we have a 6-slot rack, a 20-slot rack, and an enclosure for snakes. And we have 2 4x2x2 enclosures for bearded dragons, plus a handful of tanks, plus our mammals. I mean, we have 3 dogs, 2 cats, a hedgehog. I mean, we have a lot of different animals. I've only named maybe half of what's there. So we just don't have the space. We just don't have the time to take care of a whole bunch of extra animals. Even more so, if you haven't talked to me in a year or 2 and you don't support us, you don't share our posts or even buy from us, to contact me after not seeing me or talking to me for 2 years to ask you to watch your animal for a few days, that blows my mind, really. I mean, a lot of things blow my mind. A few weeks ago, someone texted us and called us a bunch of times when we were closed. And again, I didn't see the messages until the very next day. But they start out with, "It's an emergency, give us a call." And I'm just thinking, what could the emergency be that you have to call a feeder farm? Well, it turns out that somebody found a wild turtle on the side of the road, and the turtle had a cracked shell because most likely a car ran it over. I don't know what you'd expect me to do about that. I personally do not have turtles or any aquatics. We do have a couple tortoises, which are similar, I guess, but there's nothing I can do. I can't glue the shell back. I can't send it in for x-rays or see if there's internal bleeding. That person needs a vet or a reptile rescue or DNR, something. They don't need feeders. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just really want to encourage and just slam it into people. Get into groups. Find somebody. Find many people that share the hobby with you, that share the passion with you for the animals that you keep. Even if it's a horse. If you have a horse, you're going to want to know horse people. You're going to want friends that also have horses, because if something happens, which it will, you're going to have a question come up that you cannot answer. It happens every day. Trust me, I learn something new every single day, and I've been in the hobby for 6 years. You got to have other people who are going to be able to help you answer those questions. Get in groups, get into the community. If you're an introvert, get on Google. I mean, our cell phones have like 90% of the information in the entire world at the palm of our hands. There is so much information that you can find. It's just everything you want is there. But to call Big Sal's Feeder Farm, where there's 2 main people working, 2 main people that are helping maybe 500 or 600 people a month between the local people and our online customers, we don't even have the time to help you research something. You know, a lot, like I said, you know what? I did a video a few months ago saying, did we change? And this kind of touches on the same thing. I still love helping people to the best of my ability. I still love helping everybody, whether they're a customer or not, whether they buy from me or not. But the fact is, we now have hundreds and hundreds of people that contact us on a daily or weekly or monthly basis. I cannot help every single person every single time. You know, if you're in my face, if you show up at the store and you're buying something, even if you're not buying something, but if you're in right there and you see me and you ask me a question, I will in no way, shape, or form blow you off. I will answer the question to the best of my ability. But when I'm in the store and there's 3 people in the store that need my help or need my attention, and you're texting or calling, I can't answer that. My priority is the person who is there right in front of my face. I try not to text while I'm talking to people, although my wife might call me a liar if she watches this. I swear, I try to help as many people as I can. 90% of the time, I don't make any money from helping people. It's not about money. I enjoy it. A lot of times I help people and it ends up costing me money, and it doesn't bother me because I know what I'm getting into. But I'm getting off track. The thing is, find some people in your corner that share the same passion and the same hobby that you share, so that you know who to call under certain circumstances. Don't text us pictures, of an injured animal, an injured snake or a bearded dragon, and ask questions. If there is an injury, you need to see a vet. If you're going out of town and you need someone to watch your animals, you need to find, one of those places that will house animals. For whatever reason, that word is not coming to me. But there are businesses like that, and there are people that do that just for fun. I mean, find some teenagers who just really have a huge passion for reptiles, and they know what they're doing, and they can be trusted. See if they want to help you for a few days or a week or 2 when you're out of town. The people are out there. The professionals are out there. You just have to know who to ask, and you got to know where to look. And that's why I say, starting with Facebook groups or social media groups, that's the best place you can look. Our own local group that me and Mike from MCG Reptiles started a few years ago, Tri-State Reptile Hobbyists, there is at least 2 rescues in that group. Herps Alive Foundation, and I think it's like Heart Reptile Rescue or something. I can't remember exactly, but they are good rescues, and these are people that really know what they're doing, and they're willing and able to help you in that aspect. Besides that, there's lots of people. Might be single mom that can use a few extra bucks. You can ask her to come over and feed your bearded dragon every day when you're gone, or stuff like that. Many, many, many people are there and willing and able to help you. You just got to know who to call and who to ask. Build your team. Get a network going in your community or wherever, so that you have people that can help you. I'm going to continue helping as many people as I possibly can. I've always been like that. I'm going to always be like that. Unfortunately, I cannot help everybody. So just keep that in mind. If you don't have anyone in your corner, start looking. If you have no other group to go to Tri-State Reptile Hobbyists, Ohio, PA, West Virginia, and make a post. It's a no BS group. There's no drama. There's none of that crap. There's no fighting. You can make a post and say, hey, I'm in blank city. Is there any reptile people around me? I guarantee you're going to have people comment. All right, that group only has, I think, 300 or 400 people, but there are hundreds of groups that you can find and that you can join, and there's thousands of people at the ready that are ready to help you. So build your team. Find some people, and again, worst comes to worst, you can always Google it. What to do when I find mites on my snake, or what to do when I have a turtle with an injured shell, or prolapse or something. There's so much information at your fingertips. All you have to do is look for it. All right, guys, I didn't want to wrap that up without saying, if you were one of the people that I was talking about, like with the turtle and calling me for this, that, or the other reason, don't take any type of offense to that. I know it's natural. You got a problem, an emergency pops up, you want to call whoever you know or whoever you think is going to be able to provide you with the answers that you need. I'm not mad at you in any way. Please don't think don't take any offense to what I'm saying. But it is important to build a team, build a group of people that who are able to help you in those types of situations. But yeah, that's it. I hope you all have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.